So I got the aerator and I need to mow the lawn before I do some aerating. So I'm gonna use this guy right here. So I'm just gonna do a really quick mow with this, nothing fancy. I did mow this yesterday with the Real Master 3100D. But I want to try to shave it down and get a really clean cut, really low for when I do the cores, so I can try to collect the cores. So here we go. I'm gonna mow this section right here. I mowed it just a little bit with the triplex, not really that much. Looks like it needs water. Totally dried out. First time for the real mower or the walk behind. So I have mowed this lawn with the Real Master. Doesn't it really need to be mowed? It does help, because the more you mow it, the better it grows, but it doesn't really need to be that mowed that bad. So here's the plan. Aerate the front, collect the cores, backfill with sand. Yeah, don't collect the cores, don't collect the cores. So here's the aerator I like to use. I just get it from my local rental shop. This is a DR model, I'm not sure what it is, DR Lawn Aerator. It's got 3 tines only, and the thing I like about this one is it punches straight down rather than rolling, and I really like that feature a lot about this one. So let's see if I can show you what it looks like here. See that? Just kind of punches almost straight down, and I like that a little bit better. I find the round ones kind of just tear up the turf a little bit more. I just got this from my local rental joint. This takes a really long time, but it's really effective. Oh, gotta have the key on. Stinking thing's got a freaking battery. There we go. Got these dahlias that I got going on here. Got lots of them. This is like Boogie Nights, I think is what this one's called right here. And we got this yellow one, purple. This one's called Bedhead over here. This one's called Ryan C. Pretty windy day, hot, mid 80s, like 84 or something. Okay, so here's what we got here. These are still wet, dang it. So I was hoping the plugs would be dry and then I could maybe just drag and just break the plugs up. So these plugs are mostly sand. I was hoping that they could just break up and I could kind of drag them back in. Ooh, that's looking decent over there. So got my, got somewhere over there staring me down. Got my drag over there. Gonna go get the 4-wheeler, hook it up. Check out these dahlias over here. This is a good 5 feet tall, these dahlias here. Check how freaking sweet that guy is. I think this one's called Magically Done. When they start looking like this, you need to deadhead them, see that? And like this one here, you got to trim those off like that. Ah, my Clearview Jonas is finally come to fruition. That's the Clearview Jonas. Here we got Fuzzy Wuzzy. I think that's what that one is. This one's called Tropical. It's got this variegation here. Pretty sure this one's called Tutti Frutti. Love this one. This one's called Brookside Snowball. It's just a little puff ball. About this, you know, about 4 inches in diameter, a round ball. So this one over here is called Pinelands Pam. And see that? When it starts to look like that, you gotta pull it. You gotta pull it. So here's another one of those Cafe LA plants. This is easily 10 inches across, easily. That's a big one. Whew, what a beaut. What a beaut. All right, so I was just doing some walking around looking at my sprinklers and notice I've got a serious issue right here because there was no water coming out of here and it was just kind of bubbling up. So I need to look at this and see what we've got going on. So the first issue we've got, the head is way too low. It's recessed down, I don't know, good 3 inches or so. This looks like a problem. So that doesn't wanna, it's probably okay. It just looks like it's recessed down in there too far. This is what I've come up with. Here's the old head right here. I found a new one that says 360 spin. This is what I need. For this one does not have a nozzle. So you can see right there, no nozzle. So this one, I need to get the nozzle out of this one and put it in there. I want the sprinkler flush with here. I'm not sure why it's down so low. And I'm pretty sure it did not build that up that much over time. So I need to raise this up. So this guy's got to come out of here. And this one goes with this one. And it's probably still okay. You can see the rubber pieces missing. See that? So I'm just going to use a new setup. So basically what we got here is you just use this extension. It's got to have the bell on it like this. And then this goes down in here like that. It's looking to me like it's just a little bit too high right there. Yeah, it's too high. So if you're too high, dang it. So now I've got this problem. The extension's down there. I need to pull it up so I can cut it. So to avoid this problem, it's better to measure before you put your extension in there so you don't break it like that. So it looks to me like I just broke my extension. So trying to get that out of there, you can see I broke that right there, like that. You know, maybe that would be enough to make a proper seal. I don't know. So in this guy, so once you get your length right there, then you put it in here very delicately and slow. You want your head straight up and down. So you want to pack your mud in there nice and tight to where your head is straight. Here's the new sprinkler head right here. I'm gonna put the nozzle in there like this. I'm just gonna use this little screw to tighten down this set screw so the nozzle doesn't come flying out of there. So you can see this little screw right there. You just set the screw down onto the nozzle like that. So then you put this on there like that, which really what you should do first is flush out the line. So get out your sprinkler controller right here and you flush the line like this. Start, and then as soon as it starts coming out, you hit stop. Okay, so it's coming out of there. Put this in there like that. So ideally you don't want a bunch of water in here like this. So then what you do is you just put this back on here like that. It's like to step on it like this. So that thing's pretty well fixed. I'm just gonna turn it on and see if it sprays better now. Spraying now. So before it wasn't popping up at all. It's not even straight. All the time that I tried to get this totally straight, it's not even straight. Let's see if this drag will break up these cores. It does a pretty decent job in collecting them. Maybe they're not breaking up, but they are being collected. The idea behind this is to break up the cores and pulverize them, and they should be just basically all sand, and then drag the sand back down into the holes. So I'd say it's working pretty decent. The cores are definitely smaller. The idea is to pulverize them. These cores right here, see how they're just sand? If you kind of break them up right there, you can just see the thatchy part. This one, for instance, see this? Sand. And it'd be a shame to lose all that sand because I paid good money for that sand. The cores need to be drier. They're just too wet. So it definitely did work. And primarily the part that's not broken up is the thatchy layer at the top. So that, I'd say that's a good enough success. So I'm gonna get the blower out and just try to blow them all into a pile now. Or blow them across the street or do something, I don't know. I've pretty well got her all cleaned up. Just gotta dispose of these cores. And mostly these are just the thatchy parts of the cores. Most of the sand kind of broke down. Not all of it, but it's either this heavy clay stuff or just the thatchy part of the cores. So this will be good for my compost bin. I need to address the question that you all ask and I just cannot handle it. And that is, why aren't you leaving the cores on the lawn? You're throwing away good nutrients and nitrogen. The reason is because I reel mow this lawn or use a cylinder and I cut it really short. These cores are just in the way and they don't break down fast enough for me to be able to get it mowed. There's that, and then also the plan is I want to fill these holes that these cores made with sand. I want to fill them all with sand, change the composition of my soil. So it's just an unnecessary evil. I know you guys want to keep those cores so dang bad, and you can do that on your lawn. But this is my lawn. I get to decide what I want to do, and I'm picking up the cores. Thatchy cores. My wife's over there making fun of me, folks. She's like, "This is so fun, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's fun." She says I dream of this all winter long. And it's true, I do. You know, I watch those YouTube's videos where they're like coring stuff on the golf course, doing the golf green. And I'm like, I want to do that. I get all jealous. And then so I just decide I'm gonna just do that myself. This is the good stuff. Dispose of these cores, and you guys are saying I'm evil because I'm disposing of the cores. I just put them back here in my compost pile, you know. I'm telling you, these Gorilla carts are awesome. So there it is. I am done for the night. I was just able to get this done, and then that portion as well. So I've got to hang it up for the night and call it. I'm hoping to get some sand tomorrow to start the top dressing. It's looking as though I'm not gonna be able to get to that section because it's just too much work to get to the sand, or maybe I could do it tomorrow and do the sand on Saturday, I don't know. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. So I'm expecting my delivery guy here any second. He's delivering a load of sand. Gonna put it in the driveway here. So let's talk about the driveway first. The driveway is reinforced. It's got pit run underneath it, and it's got gravel. So a layer of pit run, a layer of 4 inches of gravel, and then it's reinforced with a 2x2 rebar mat. So there's rebar in the concrete, and so I know you guys are like, well, you can't drive that truck on the concrete. And I know, I've heard it all before. It's okay, folks, it's okay. I put the truck on the driveway several times. It didn't crack. So I'm good with it. I think it's gonna be just fine. 15 tons of sand is on its way. How many yards is that? I don't know. If it's 15 tons, they weigh it. They don't measure it, they weigh it. Oh, it's full of water, you're getting ripped off. Yeah, I know. It is gonna be full of water, and yes, I'm getting ripped off, but that's the way they sell it. What do you want me to do? Go in there and whine and complain? Here comes the sand, folks. So here's the loading ticket right here. And what do we got here? I don't know. I normally get the sand screen to 2mm, so it's 15.39 tons. You don't believe me? Here's the ticket right here, 15.39 tons. And yeah, it's probably full of water, but you know, that's just the way she goes.